Hey guys, Dan and Mick here from That Pedal Show here for Andertons TV, NAMM 2017, and we're here with Pete Selly from Strymon. Now Pete is the guy behind all the design for all of the pedals, right?
That's correct, all the DSP sound design, yes.
Including this one?
Yes, that's my crowning achievement.
So we're big fans of your work, obviously.
Thank you very much.
We have the timeline, I think, basically every show. But the big news this year has been the Riverside.
Yes.
So the burning question is how you've managed to do this analog/digital distortion, this cascading gain stages, but in the digital realm. Can you just take us through that?
Sure. Well, so there's 4 cascading gain stages. The first stage is, in fact, an analog stage. It's a JFET Class A stage that's controlled digitally, and it gives you up to 20 dB of gain. But as you turn the drive knob, the gain is changed in the analog front end before it goes into the DSP.
Right.
Then the 3 subsequent, so that kind of dictates the feel and the reaction with your guitar.
Okay.
Using that Class A JFET stage. Then from there it goes into the DSP, where we created custom gain stages based on 12AX7 preamp tube responses. And what we've focused on is the gain stages and the interstage circuitry that conditions the signal from stage to stage, and tried to optimize that at each level of gain so that the gain stages react with maximum response and musicality.
So basically, within the amplifier, the valves have a different relationship with each other as the gain increases. And what you've done is you've managed to take that relationship and put it in the DSP for the pedal.
That's correct, yes.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. So let's have a quick listen then.
Sure.
Obviously we've done a big thing on the show, but just so that you can hear in the hands of the guy that designed it, which I think is really cool.
Get my tone control here. So there's a very neutral-ish sound. So as the gain starts to come up, we kind of adjust the parameters and the equalization as to kind of keep it in a very wide sweet spot.
I just want to say as well, and I love this about this, is we changed the gain stage here, the preamp stage. Normally, if I did that with another pedal, I'd have to be turning down the level control as well,
Right.
And that. But we've
got some volume compensation in there so that you can
Very
try to
clever.
minimize the knob dance when you go to different gain stages.
Right.
But the characteristic of the cascading gain stages is a bit fundamentally different from like a single stage diode clipper
Yes.
overdrive
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. So you get a different kind of interplay of the harmonics and complexity as the signal fades or as you change your picking. So the stages, as the levels clip, they kind of come in and out of clipping, and the bias levels are changing in terms. It leads to a little more kind of harmonic complexity versus like a single stage soft clipper. But single stage soft clippers are also a lot of fun, and they serve a great purpose. And they retain a different kind of dynamic as it interacts with an amp. But that's Riverside is focusing on cascading tube style gain stages.
I really like the fact that it's its own thing. It's not trying to be anything else. It really is its own thing.
Yeah, we get
it's
asked
great.
questions about what the inspiration or what pedal it was designed to copy and it was designed from the ground up in the same way that you would design a tube preamp. I mean, we make decisions based on clipping characteristics and frequency corners, and having it done in digital gives us the advantage to really have fine control over every part of that signal path.
Awesome. So the burning question is, are we going to see a large format version of the Riverside?
I can neither confirm nor deny, but I will say there are a lot of possibilities where we can expand in this area of the
excellent,
market.
excellent.
Actually, I have a question. Pete, so it's been 3-4 months now, 5 months maybe since Riverside came out.
It was in, I think it was November when we started. I can't remember. I think it was October when we announced
Okay.
it.
Yeah. So it's only you know how time flies, right? So as you said earlier, you weren't specifically going for this is a tube screamer type pedal or this is a what type pedal. What's been your experience of the market reaction? Do you find that it's hard for people to understand a kind of paradigm changing product?
What we found is that people who've played it, feedback we've gotten from customers is very positive, and they love it and they get it. People who haven't played it are not quite as sure as to what it's supposed to be, and is it how does it compare with this or that? It's something that we're trying to make clear to people, but what we're finding is that you once you play it, then you understand. Oh, I see.
I mean, to be completely honest, we had that exact same reaction on the show where we're like, digital drive, never, surely that can't possibly work. Right. So we go, okay, let's give this a go. Plugged it in, and we're both sort of speechless for the first 5 minutes, going,
We just, because we honestly didn't expect it to sound the way it did and to react the way it did. Last question from me: could you have done this 10 years ago? Is this completely dependent on new technology?
I think it's probably technologically. Well, it would have been difficult with that to get that much under the hood. It's a combination of technology and I think experience. I mean, and probably realistically, experience is the bigger part of that. I mean, we do have a lot going on there, and we're using some kind of advanced signal processing to get it to do what it's doing. And I think that's the part that we had to really kind of cultivate and take our time to get that part of it right.
Awesome, fascinating stuff. Thank you so much, Pete, for your time.
Thank you very much.
And all right, cheers, guys, and see you later.
Just a little addendum to that. It's quite common for me to get excited about small pieces of metal. So anodized aluminium brackets here for Zuma power supply. I'm reading some notes off there. So compatible with pedal train PT3 Pro and Grande, Novo 18, 24 and 32, pedal train Classic Junior 2 and Pro, and pedal train Terra 42. So they're in the same color as the large Strymon power supply, and nicely padded on the inside here.
Squidgy, I think the technical term was. Squidgy actually, on the inside.
To be absolutely fair, it's a consistent nightmare, isn't it? What to do with your blooming power supply? Do you stick it on the top, in which case it takes up loads of room? Do you put it underneath? And then when you put it underneath, there's always a bit of Velcro that doesn't really hold it on properly. So,
very good.
Proper brackets, happy days.
Swim.